Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is in the Five of Pentacles because it is followed by the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I know that this is somebody who is in no contact. This doesn't have to be like exes or, someone that you were pursuing. This could and kind of feels a little bit more like maybe a friendship, but take it how it resonates. Of course, it's a general reading, but we also have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like this is somebody who you've not talked to in a while or you've not seen in a while, and they're out here running their mouth about you. So Queen of Swords in the reverse is not very nice things. I do feel like there's a good chance we'll see a reference to gossip, especially if I check with the situations deck, because this is somebody who feels like they need to basically control how other people see the outcome that happened between the two of you. Or they just really want to make sure that nobody else is like friends with you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have some nice weather. It's warmer today, so I'm excited. If you are interested in a personal reading, I'd love to do one for you. My email address is in the description box below. Sometimes I get all weird and tell you that it's just wickedwandstarot@gmail.com just to make it easy for you. As usual, there may be stomach growls because I get too excited about doing this versus eating. Sorry, guys. This is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's see what else we got. Ace of Needles in the reverse. Can't say I'm surprised. That's the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Indicates dishonesty. The Eight of Presents or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Potions in the reverse. So we've got somebody who doesn't want to be exposed for being the person who didn't do the right thing. With the Three of Potions or Three of Cups in the reverse, there's a couple of things coming through. This can reference like events or celebrations or people that are supportive of you, but it's in the reverse. So for many of you, this is someone who is not supportive and is making it seem like you were not supportive. Or this is somebody who was potentially trying to date two people at one time, or trying to when you have those kind of toxic friendship groups where it depends on who you're actually with as far as who you're going to talk about. So this could be somebody who is talking about multiple friends, and that's getting them into a little bit of, like a web of lies. Hello, Christopher. How are you doing? Hello, yoga. Hello, Rainbow Warrior. What's going on today? If I can, I'm going to try to do some outdoor shorts for you all today. It just kind of depends on the weather. We'll see. Fingers crossed. What else do we have? Two of Needles, which is the Two of Swords. Six of Presents, or the Six of Pentacles. And the Seven of Candles, or the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So I think this is somebody who feels that you have, to some degree, made them look bad. And because you made them look bad, either because like you rejected them or you, I don't know, said something that was true about them, they're looking at this as, I'm going to attack you because you started it, right? Like I'm picturing in my mind Bart and Lisa Simpson. I'm just going to kick into the air, and if you run into it, it's not my fault. Which is to say, not a lot of maturity here. Not a lot of maturity. You said something about me, so I'm going to say something about you. Yeah, I'm going to make fun of you if that's what you're doing. I think I'm reading for the person who's being talked about. The person who has spoken the truth, who's now being talked about with lies. That being said, I think it's really important to call out that in tarot readings, sometimes, it can get a little bit too like good versus evil, and we need to acknowledge that we all have a little bit of, sugar and spice. Some more than others. So we've got the 10 of Presents or 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Candles and the Queen of Wands. Oh, you made this person upset because you were like too good for them. And I'm not saying that you were like looking down your nose at this person. I'm saying there was something here where like maybe you treated them better than they treated you, or they're just like quicker to get to that like petty energy, right? Like, I feel like this Hierophant is saying you were following the rules or you were sticking to your morals. This could be somebody who was expecting you to be loyal when they were not being high vibrational. I had a friend a long time ago who expected me to like always have her back. Don't care if you're acting like a complete tool. But that's not who I am. I think if you're going to be in a real connection, friendship or not, when somebody is not acting in a mature way or maybe needs to be called out, you do it in a respectful way. Probably not in front of a lot of people, right? But I'm not the type to just be like, yes, I signed on to be your friend, and I think that everything that you do is amazing. Because I want you to call me out on my too, right? This is somebody who did not like that you had morals or standards and you weren't going to like push them aside just to like make this person feel good about themselves. So with the Queen of Wands, there's something here about you're different. You don't crave that external validation. And as like, because of that, there's this also like this people look up to you element of this Hierophant card, right? This could be somebody who has followers or fans, somebody who speaks and people listen. This person has, what is that called, a megaphone? Or is it different because it's not, I don't know. Hear ye, hear ye. When you speak, people listen. So I feel like this person's starting a gossip campaign against someone that already has a better reputation for truth than the person who's trying to like start the battle. So we've got the 4 of Candles or the 4 of Wands in the reverse, Death and the Devil. Ooh. Well, that's heavy. That's like when you're going to pick up your backpack and you forgot that you put like 3 extra textbooks in there and you're like, ugh, God, like you broke me. I hope it goes well. Hello, Danny. Hello, Speeding Disposition. How you doing? I appreciate the peace sign. So we've got somebody who feels like they need to do something to control how people see the fact that you are no longer friends. Like they have to be seen as, I don't know, smarter than you, cooler than you, funnier than you. It's so competitive, but I feel specifically it's about whose fault it was. And I think there's an interesting disparity. They are trying to like force people into how they feel. They're very manipulative, or they feel like they're very persuasive. But like, why was reverse psychology even created in the first place? Let's just assume maybe it was because there are so many people out there that are like, you need to do this. You have to believe that. And it's like, well, That's like when somebody tells me to calm down. Oh, thanks. I hadn't thought of that when I was angry. Maybe I'll try that. It doesn't work. This is somebody who's trying to tell people you should listen to what I say instead of believe what you know about this person. It's a no for me. This is the Poe Tarot. Yes. See, this is why people already love you. People already feel like you are genuine. You've been there for people. I'm proud of you. The angels, whispering to one another, can find among their burning terms of love none so devotional as that of mother. So whoever is out here trying to make you look bad, they could in some way be criticizing your parenting. That's not something I really recommend for most people. Now, do I want children to be happy and safe? Absolutely. But as a non-parent, it feels like a pretty dumb idea for me to tell people how to parent. You do your thing. Just, be nice. But this could be somebody who is attacking someone based on what they feel they should be doing. This could also just be about the fact that in your group of friends or, the community that they're trying to influence, that you already have a reputation as somebody who takes care of people, who looks out for them. If you need, some money because you forgot your wallet at home, I got you. If you need someone to listen to you at 2 a.m. because your relationship ended, I got you. This is somebody who already has quite a lot of people that view them as a close friend or as, someone they can trust. And that's who they're trying to attack. The double energy, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Two of Wells is the Two of Cups, and it says, "We gave the future to the winds and slumbered tranquilly in the present, weaving weaving the dull world around us into dreams." There's something about the energy changing when the Empress walks into the room. So the Empress is also the Hierophant, just to make sure we're tracking. You're probably also the Queen of Wands, although I don't want to muddy the waters. So I'll probably refer to it as Empress and Queen of Swords as the two main characters here. But the Empress is looked up to, respected. And when you have that reputation, when people have those experiences with you that demonstrate that you're genuine or that you care, you go out of your way to help them, it's really difficult for somebody to go against that or, erode that. And with the Sun, I do feel like this is saying our Queen of Swords in the reverse is realizing they may not be able to accomplish what they set out to. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. Guess who only dreams by night? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Guess who dreams during the day? Our Empress. So, like I said, there's this uplifting energy. There's this, people want to spend time with this Empress. You give me good advice or you make me laugh when I've had a rough day. You are sunshine in a bottle. So, good luck, Queen of Swords. You couldn't have picked a better one to no? Okay. Yeah. That's cool. It's not going to go very well for the Queen of Swords in the reverse attacking the Empress because you've already got a lot of friends. I don't know why, but it's really giving Daenerys energy. Well, I guess Mother of Dragons, right? That works. Exactly, speeding disposition. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Hello, Laura. Hello, Illuminati. How's your day? So we've got the Two of Cups in the reverse. Shocking. And the Six of Swords, Ten of Wands. The tale as old as time. You want to know who was toxic in a relationship? You look at how they both are doing like 6 months to a year after the relationship. Maybe for some, it's as quick as like 3, 4 weeks. I remember after I hadn't seen a buddy of mine for a while, and in that I don't know, in that time, I had ended a relationship with somebody that I really didn't trust. And it had given me a lot of anxiety and stress, right? Dealing with that situation. So my buddy sees me for the first time after that. Maybe it's been like 2 months or something. And by the way, my ex is like, you know, up the street. We're all at an event, right? And he says, "You look happier than I've ever seen you." I was like, "Yeah, I lost a lot of weight." That guy. People will notice. I'm not trying to put myself up on a pedestal, but I was genuinely happy. And people can tell, right? When you have that energy of, things are going well, or I'm hopeful, or I'm following things that I've been wanting to, or I'm watching the shows that I want to, and not, dealing with drama. This is saying after the breakup, we have somebody in the Six of Swords and somebody in the Ten of Wands. One person, wouldn't you know, the Hierophant, is out here like making things better, or working on themselves, taking care of their kids, paying their bills. I don't know, they're looking happy. Okay. The other person who's been a bit jealous is struggling. I don't wish struggling on anybody, but I do feel like this person had to learn a little bit about grace, about forgiveness. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse. There's an opportunity for this Queen of Swords in the reverse to lay down their sword, to stop lying, to maybe apologize, and avoid losing their group of friends, or avoid additional drama, because right now what they're doing is they're like basically ruining their own reputation, thinking that they're ruining somebody else's reputation. So with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, there are people who are thinking, I don't know if I really want to deal with somebody like you. You're probably talking about me behind my back, right? Hello, Key Controller. How are you doing? Did I mention this is the Pulp Tarot? It's awesome. Ooh. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. High Priestess. So now we have like an underscoring. Seven of Wands in the reverse. After there was something that felt like an attack, or felt like a really big argument, or a huge falling out, we have the Hierophant with the Six of Swords, Three of Swords in the reverse. These are both indicators of somebody who's working towards better things, letting go of the past, healing whatever had caused some issues. And we've got the High Priestess. I've, learned what I could from that situation. Don't waste your time regretting things. Learn from whatever happens, good or bad. What can I learn from this? Don't make friends with people like that. Don't park in that spot. Somebody will hit your car. Everything that happens is an opportunity for you to do a micro adjustment and improve your life. Whether it's cutting someone off, or deciding you want to date someone, choosing to live somewhere else, or do something else for work. This is somebody who wanted to blame you for doing what was right for yourself. So you may have been the one who ended the friendship. You may have been the one who ended the relationship. But this person who has tried to blame you for it, or make you out to be the villain in this ending, they're struggling to say enough things, or say the right things to be successful, because they chose the wrong target. It's like if somebody tried to convince me that Lucille Ball was a horrible comedian. Like, bro, you lost me like before you even said the first word. She's my favorite. I will fight you to the death. When I have a really rough day, man, if I watch an episode of I Love Lucy or 12, it's much better. There's somebody here who's trying to like vilify like the jester. You know, I'm not telling you that you're not a serious person, but I'm saying like people are in a good mood around you. People like when you're there. Hello, Voyager. How you doing today? What else do we have? If we don't get the gossip card, I'm gonna be shooketh. We have crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone in the reverse. And then we have the done card, completion, lesson learned in the reverse. Again, a tale of two cities. One person who's seemingly working on their healing, and another person who keeps lashing out, trying to make the other person look bad. Hello, Miss G. How you doing? What else? Negotiator, bargaining, begging, magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist, and realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. Oh, you mean I shouldn't have been spreading gossip about someone that is really well liked? Hey, did you hear the stomach growl? It's starting. This is maybe a third party sitting this person down. Hey, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Why do you keep talking crap about this person? You don't talk to them. And we like that person. Why are you making up stories about your ex? You know? I feel like there's somebody who calls this person out and says, like, look, we don't believe you. We all just think your butt hurt. Why don't you just like leave it alone? We'd like you better if you just shut up about it. Like, there's other things to talk about. Someone calls this person out. I wonder how that goes. Oh, look who it is. Yeah, I was kind of thinking it might be for you. So we have Divine Feminine in the reverse. The Pretending card. Oh God, let's see if I can do this without knocking anything over. I did it. Oh, and Desire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This Queen of Swords in the reverse, who is kind of a cold person. It doesn't really seem like they put themselves in other people's shoes. But the Divine Feminine is in the reverse because guess what? You're the Empress and they are not. You have this loving energy. I've already talked about it. You're genuine. You help people. This is somebody who likes to make themselves look better. Oh, cool. That's a real loving energy. I'd love some more of it. I'm really mature. Do you guys like it? This is somebody who's pretending. They like to put on a little bit of a charade, like they're a good friend. You should want to be in my life. You should think that I'm awesome. But really, I'm not. Oops. So we have Daily Hustle in the reverse. This is somebody who I think is a little bit holier than thou. This could be somebody who's grown up with a silver spoon. This could be somebody who was raised by parents that didn't know the word no. Thanks. You did the world a real favor there. Oh, I'm talking about parenting. Just please, can we make sure the kids know that they can't get everything that they want? That's all I ask. Like, there's other things that are important too, but like, please. This is somebody who doesn't hear the word no very often, or they really are a little bit entitled. And there's some lustful energy here. This is a general reading, so we're going to have to like find where those puzzle pieces fit for your particular story. This could be your friendship ended because you were not interested in them romantically and they were interested in you. This could be you maybe drew the attention of somebody that they had a crush on, or, whatever this is. So jealousy or rejection, you can pick the flavor. This is What's the News. By the way, hi Tiana, how are we doing? What else do we have? Okay, so for some of you, if this is an ex of yours, God, this is like, there's like 3 different paths. First path is this person wanted to date you and they're telling people that you're a player because you were not interested in them. They're throwing shade your way, trying to make it seem like you're, a garden tool because you rejected them. Oh, how original. I've never seen that one before. Did you come up with that on your own? You should make it into a movie. Okay, I'll stop. This is somebody who is trying to make it seem like you were cheating when you weren't, trying to make it seem like you were flirting when you weren't, because we have this harmony card right here. You were not doing anything like that deserves, they're trying to make it seem like that. And for many of you, it's because this person themselves, they were doing that, right? Projection. It's way too common. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to accuse you of doing, right? That's what this Queen of Swords in reverse could have been doing. Lastly, for some of you, this is a former friend who is trying to turn other friends against you by implying that you are going after one of their love interests. Yes. Ow. But I don't feel like you're doing it. They're lying about you. Squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. Red flagged, warning signs, take heed, risky situation. This feels like a brawl or like a battle of gossip within a group of friends. Gross. I think I would rather do a Sudoku puzzle. You could even make me listen to really bad music and I would still prefer that. I feel like this is probably a bit of a mean girl situation. A little bit of a, you know what? I don't like you, so I'm going to try to turn other people against you. I'm going to lie about you, even though people really like you. If you are particularly attractive or more attractive than they are, they may be trying to leverage your beauty or your hotness as like a ding against you. Like, yeah, they're just a total hoe. Look at them. They're like hot and stuff. Wouldn't you be a hoe? Their logic is flawed. But the thing is, they don't do their homework. And someone else is doing the homework. Remember, somebody calls out this friend and they're like, no, that doesn't sound right. That's in part because we got a real, if I say nerd, well, you know that I'm not trying to insult you because I consider myself a nerd. This is somebody who's like, okay, when I watch movies, especially if they're, based on truth. So I was watching a long time ago, I think it's called Love and Mercy, which is about the Beach Boys. I have this horrible habit where if I'm watching a show like that, I have to like look people up, right? Okay, I need to know more about Brian Wilson, like what else happened. Oh, that was his daughter. That's cool. Like I just have to like get more information, which I suppose sometimes like kind of ruins the movie. And I'm going to work on that, you guys. But this is somebody who's like, you know what? I'm just going to like look into something real quick because it seems like maybe this Queen of Swords in the reverse is lying. And this is somebody who doesn't give up easily. And I do feel like they were able to prove something. I'm a little bit nervous that it's the projection thing. So something that they accuse this Empress of doing is something that the Queen of Swords in the reverse actually did. Fingers crossed. Let's just hope that it's throwing shit at the wall. Exactly. That's what I think. Your looks are becoming a problem. Oh, Lord. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Five of Swords. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. I think they're starting to realize that they're going to need to stop attacking you, that their words are not working. They have certainly tried. The Five of Swords is about sabotage, but the Nine of Wands in the reverse is, oops, I guess this isn't working. And now I've had at least one friend, maybe more, tell me that they don't want to be my friend anymore. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, just change him because they are going too strong on this. They need to chill out. I mean, what would you do, right? You find out that somebody in your social community has targeted another person, created lies, and relentlessly tried to turn everybody against them. I think there's a word for that. Is it hooker? No, sorry, that's a movie quote. Oh, bullying. That's what it is. That's what it is. This is somebody who's like, oh, I guess now people don't like me. Oops. They got a little too obsessed, right? We did have the Devil card come out earlier, which can be about obsession. The Chariot in the reverse, Ten of Swords in the reverse. What I thought would be the best way to resolve the problem, what I thought would be a great way to punt this person out of the social group, actually completely backfired on me. Not wrong. There's probably going to be another stomach growl in a little bit, so I'm going to have to go eat in a little bit. I think I'm going to make an omelet, just in case you wanted to be jealous. All right. Three of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's something that I think enough people knew about you before all of this went down that at a certain point, people are just kind of like, I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to deal with somebody trying to I don't know, constantly try to convince me not to be friends with somebody. That's obnoxious, you know? Oh my gosh. Or Mariah Carey's song, Why Are You So Obsessed With Me? Yeah, that's going through my head. So we've got somebody who's, I think, losing their entire community of friends because they decided to target the Empress. Choose your battles wisely. And for the love of God, could you just not attack Earth Angels? Because, it'd be easier for you. Just saying. Because whoever this Empress is, they are not an easy target. They feel good about themselves. They know how to heal. They take care of other people. Okay. I'm not going to teach people how to target people you should pick on because that's not okay. But I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder how many brain cells are actually out there in the world, right? 7? We've got Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. The decision has been rendered. The court case is decided. And this person who resonates with the Devil and the Queen of Swords in the reverse, who lacks that divine feminine energy, has, I think, seen multiple friends turn their back, block them, or say, I don't think that I can have someone in my life like you. I don't trust you. You talk about people behind their back. Hello, Matt. How's it going? So with the Three of Swords, they tried to send this Three of Swords energy to the Empress. The Empress was already in the Three of Swords in the reverse. If I know how to heal, like, good luck, baby. This Empress is like, I mean, like, it kind of sucked that you were like gossiping about me and stuff, but like, people know who I am. So your reputation isn't everything, but sometimes it is pretty important because you have this opportunity to show people who you are every time you interact with them. And even if you're having a rough day, or even if it feels like it takes a lot of energy to ask how somebody's day is, or to compliment somebody because you thought something nice about them, I encourage you to add more positivity to the world. I probably get some weird looks every now and then because I have zero issue. If I see like a lady in a gas station who has really cute pants, or like I really love her dress, like I will tell you. You might think I'm weird, but if it makes your day, that makes my day. Because then that improves things, right? So we have past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. This Queen of Swords in the reverse had some sort of, I don't know why I'm seeing it as like they like flew over consequences. They bypassed it, right? Like it's the express lane in Chicago. And the universe was like, we're going to stop you right there. We're going to put this Empress in your life, somebody that we feel like you're not going to be able to handle well. And then maybe they can teach you that karmic lesson that you've been avoiding for years. So, Empress, do you feel like you teach people karma? Do you? Do you feel lucky? Boundaries. No. Drawing the line. Enough. And running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. So I'm going to encourage you to draw boundaries and define boundaries rather than disappear. Maybe this isn't a message for everyone, but there is a way to cut things off in a respectful way. I'm a big fan of I wish you the best. No hard feelings. Keep it short and sweet. We don't need to be blaming anyone for anything. Like, hey, I feel like you're a bad friend, so I'm just going to like, try. No, we don't need to do that. I wish you the best. This is somebody who I think got real uppity or vengeful because of how that ending was handled. And I love you. Maybe you handled it perfectly. Don't take this message if it isn't for you. Don't get mad at me. But if it is for you, know that I love you and I want you to be happy. And people learn their lessons better if you tell them what went wrong. This is why I don't want to deal with you anymore, because you make me feel disrespected because of XYZ. Get as specific as you want, or just wish them the best. But this ghosting thing seems to have like really pissed somebody off. We've got only you, devoted, attached, and second chance, opportunity, making amends. What? No. This person does have a little bit of an obsession with you. I'm not going to lie. They feel pretty attached to you. And I think in part, it was either because they really did have a crush on you, right? Because we have that desire card. For others of you, this is like, I wanted to be like you. They might try to make amends after all of this drama. Be careful and stand up for what you want, because you can forgive someone and still punt them from your life. I encourage it for most situations. If they're not changing their behavior, forgive and punt. If you want to change your behavior, if you want to show like genuinely that you understand what has happened, let's think about the forgive and forget. But like, really though, still trap. I'm not gonna forget. Hello, Sky. How are we doing today? You're funny. Yeah, see, there's that lust card again. So we've got somebody who's saying that they really did want something with you. Remember, there was 3 paths that I called out, so you know which one is yours, but there was some lustful energy here that got in the way somehow. With John, single, lonely, solitary, and family, fertility. I just noticed they spelled that one wrong too. Look, you guys. It says virility. Oh, wait, you probably can't see it because it's like an orange background. But they forgot the first T. This stuff really matters to me, you guys, okay? I was an English major. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody was insulting a person's parenting or like their maturity, how they were raised. For some of you, I don't even know how I want to say that. Some of you, they were insulting like who your family is. Especially if there's a difference in perhaps religious or socioeconomic backgrounds. Like that's low. Don't do that. I don't think you did it. I think the person who was coming after you did it. But like, ew. Do better. All right. I need to let go of this energy because this is gross. Remember, you're amazing. People will say things about you, sometimes because they're jealous of you, and sometimes because they want you. But don't let them shake you. Remember who you are. People love you already. So, just continue doing you, and people will see that you're magic. You don't have to worry about that. All right. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you in the next reading. Doodles.